Are you gonna cover Oddballs Season 2? Too old to order Form the Kids menu. Despite the fact I didn't finish watching it, I rate this show a solid too old to order off the Kids menu out of 10. Lol, this is good. What? And tunes, what the fuck? Too old to order off the kids menu. Boy in a Band was too old to order off from the kids menu. I'm starting to think that James is too old to order off every time someone said too old to order off the kids menu. I was tempted to try out the show when then I realized something. I was too old to order off this video. Too old to order off the kids menu out of 10. This video made me too old to order off the kids menu. Alright, I get it! James Rallison, more commonly known as the Odd Ones Out, was one of those big boys of YouTube. Kinda like James Rolfe, he was one of the creators of a genre who quickly rose to popularity, basically becoming the poster boy of it, just like the irate gamer. Fox Goodman also exists.
As a kid is like a dream come true. Instead of pestering your parents to get you the candy, now...
This isn't about them though. Although the amount of people who copied him or were inspired by him really showcases how popular he was. Of course, he didn't create storytime animation. Come on, who are you kidding? But I don't really have anyone else to pin it on. Not going with Alex Clark, so I blame James. It's all his fault. I enjoy his older videos specifically. His story times were pretty fresh. You could tell he was like, wow, I can't wait to present these stories to my audience. And I sat there with my foam finger. He also did a couple of other videos that just use his little character. My favorites being the 5-hour energy video and the ASMR video. They were chill and honestly, they were well researched. His humor wasn't forced and he had this awkward charisma I really liked. And then he got popular. That's the end of the video. Good night. Well, this doesn't immediately ruin someone, but it definitely changed him. Not immediately for the worse, but like, it's like arthritis. It came back when he was older. Also, deleting a bunch of old videos doesn't help either. Come on, Oddballs boy, bring me more Oddballs. There's two problems here. Storytime animation. Storytime. At some point, you run out of relatable stories and they just become I went to VidCon. Animation. Society thinks it's for kids. You're a kid's channel now. They put that shit on the bottom shelf at Target so a kid can reach it. He's more focused on videos about his general thoughts on something because kids need a role model that isn't the Kokomon baby. I just lost interest. I think he just lost his humbleness. I feel like somehow when you delete old videos because they're kind of dicey, that just makes you too clean. There's room for mistakes, James. It doesn't feel like a guy anymore. It's like a machine. And it's weird because he has a whole entire animation team, but the output of content feels exactly the same. I know the quality of animation got better, but that's not what I came to James for. I came for funny story he worked at Subway. But now, capitalism won. Bone lost. And just like Fred did before him, James was able to break into the world of television and create the Netflix original Oddballs. Usually that gets censored. Oddballs. Oh, okay, there it is. Then one day, randomly, I decided to make a shitpost review about it. Yeah, thank you for your support, but also... fuck you. It started as an in-joke because of the famous scene where James foolishly asked for dinosaur nuggets. But in the video, I come off as a Mr. really angry nostalgia critic, and that's not how I really feel about this show. But it made it funnier, so let's do it again. I love Mr.
And adding itis to the end of the word does not make it a disease.
No, Oddballs doesn't really feel like missed potential, so I'm not that actually mad at it, but now I am because I had to watch the entirety of season 2. Well, I didn't have to, but come on. We've got to have money. Go watch the first video, but if you don't want to, here's a quick breakdown of season 1 and the show premise, I guess. You know, let's make it fun. Let's role play. You'll be Netflix, so wear this I fucking love renewing Big Mouth shirt, and I'll be James trying to pitch the show. Okay. Hi, I'm James, and I'll play James, a middle schooler of unknown age who goes the dirt high. There he tries to get the love and admiration of his fellow classmates and teacher, Mr. McFly, but poor James is only sometimes popular, I think. And my best friend is a pedophile. I mean, my best friend is an alligator named Max. They hang out in this place. It's a big cactus. Yeah, they hang out there. He also has a normal house, so like I don't know what this place is, but it's fine. Okay, I didn't really have time picking a main location I wanted. We'll work on this later. His parents are pretty wacky. His dad is there, while my mom gave me M&Ms when I was young. I mean, she's a scientist. You can take liberty with the design. I want to watch this. James gets into mini shenanigans, and let's not talk about that now because I want your opinion. Do you like it, Netflix? Okay. Now go in the comments and give me a $5 billion deal to buy it from me. But of course, this isn't realistic since there's this co-creator guy And I can tell you now, him and Netflix changed a lot from what James originally wanted. But it's still his show. It's his baby. I don't care if the father is unknown. He's the mother. You have to make fun of the mother before making fun of the baby. My basic problems boil down to, well, there was something about a chef who couldn't serve James. Has something to do with being too old, I think. Just go watch the other video. I didn't like the character design because, man, you know what? And James' existence perplexed me greatly. I want to give the Oddballs guy the benefit of the doubt and say the show was completely original, and Netflix decided to use his YouTube characters for more viewership, but I don't really know, but I guess it worked because I don't think I would be talking about this if the main character wasn't James from the Odd Ones Out YouTube channel. That's when you know you have a good product. The only thing I've played in the last 6 years was the Odd Ones Out board game. There wasn't much of a storyline, and I don't feel like going through every episode from season 1 because, come on, let's save that for the main event. I just remember his mom is a secret agent and works at a laboratory. Max exists. And in the first episode, this piece of toast exists, so you can buy this. It got teased in the finale, so I just can't wait for that to happen. A character gets introduced early on, and it's this girl from the future named Echo. And she has Banjo-Kazooie backpack, and she's just like one of the main characters now.
She's from the future and ready to eat.
She looks gross, whatever. It ends with Nuggets becoming alive, and that leads us to now. Oddballs Season 2. It never had a chance, did it, mateys? Let's make it fun. Fuck off, old joke. You're overused. Let's find a new one. There has to be something here. Let's start with episode 1. I forgot. I watched the first 5 episodes all at once with a friend with some popcorn. I literally... I had to go look at Netflix again to see what episode is first. It's all a blur.
Going on my list and to never be watched.
And now that I'm looking at it, it's all coming back. Oh yes, that boy James and his little Benjamin Franklin musical. This wasn't really a good episode to come back with. It isn't as bad as the last season because most of the characters are here, but it's just not that good. And the next episode would have been a better choice.
No one wishes. I'm looking at my blank wall instead of the TV right now.
This is some good background noise while you sleep.
James hates God, so he makes a Hamilton parody, and we finally get to see James sing again, just like in the classic video, Life is Fun. I always found it weird how we got a musician, but made him sing the shit part where it's just talking. Boy in a Band needs to step up and do a little more. Motherfucker doesn't even know how to pay tax. At this point, you failed yourself, not the school.
I heard Boy in a Band stars in this episode. They had to remove that part though, so the episode's has 3 minutes not there. It's just a black screen.
I really don't know what to say about this episode. There's really no funny things to point out, which terrifies me. I can't make fun of mid. What's the point of that? It's like eating oatmeal. What the fuck am I doing here? Who made this? White people made this. In the videos, James, or at least the old ones, show off these very specific interests like any normal human. I like this. James likes talking about Subway, and this can lead to him going on rants or whatever, but I feel like they wanted this aspect in the show, but it got mistranslated into James just deciding to hate things and going on rants against them. There's even an entire compilation on the Netflix channel with just these scenes. From season 1 only.
What have I done? What do you think I've done? You went to work and left me alone on a school day, so I took a long overdue break to finally do all the fun stuff I never, ever get to do. And I still didn't get to do it.
This is like his main character attribute other than being white. I know there has to be conflict, but it leads to making up stupid problems to have a rant about, like, you know, what the fuck was his problem? The writers couldn't really think of a real problem for James to be upset about, so man, he doesn't like musicals, so he makes a musical. It's fine, but I wish I was doing anything else. I actually like episode 2. There's some funny in here. I can't really complain about this episode other than it just being this show. The episode starts with a very important background storyline where this snail character starts dating fucking slime thing voiced by Grimda. You know, I think that's the only multi-episode storyline in this entire show.
Looks like a C tier. Okay, the blob booger thing, it's like a B.
No, fuck you.
Oh. It's like the meme sound guy going Honestly, if I was James's situation, I wouldn't even care. Germa, what's her name?
I just hate all this Oddballs filler. They need to get back to the meat. the beach episode. It's a pretty simple plot. They have to watch over these flour sacks and treat them like babies. Usually this is like a homework project, but they never leave this room. This challenge is like easy as fuck. This up joke is kind of funny, and also the fake sitcom, but I don't really know why it's happening. Also, they just kind of forget about the plot and it becomes a murder mystery. That's the problem with a lot of episodes. They just change course and the original problem is ignored or just badly resolved. Oh wait, I just noticed he does like fly buzz when he talks. That's barely noticeable, but it's still cool. Wait, why is it night right now? They're at school. What? This Acorn character keeps showing up in James. This is not gonna be a thing. Nobody gives a shit about Acorn. He doesn't even have his wiki page filled out. Go back to the drawing board. Hold on. You know what? I'll show you Netflix. Here's a character people will remember. Oh, why do I fix everything I touch? Okay, whatever, next episode. We don't have all day. Just look at this calendar. Oh, fuck. Episode 3, School Pullers. This one, I forgot what happens. I think James gets in a race or whatever.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude! Fuck!
Wait, pause the damn TV. Red circle, please. That's a Subway reference. Like from the 4 YouTube videos he made. That's an actual connection to the Odd Ones Out YouTube channel. My god, he did it.
He did it.
I did it.
He did it.
I think Jared Fogle and Boy in a Band would have gotten along together great.
Oh, dude, Soob! Is he gonna... Dude! Soob!
It's a reference to a thing he did. Soob!
Let's talk about this art style again, because I don't think it was enough. More! I'm gonna ruin this show with my very real, actual fucking serious critic powers. Dead fucking serious. All the humans in Oddballs look like the Powerpuff Girls reboot humans. That's it, James. If you want me to take down this video, it's $500,000 in cash or my head. You only have 2 options. Also, I just kind of noticed this, but looking at Echo, they might have gotten inspiration from the way James used to draw other specific humans, but he just doesn't draw like that anymore, and I don't think it works. It's just like corporate and soulless now. It doesn't feel like an art style, and instead of means to an end. It's still just so baffling to me that all of the humans aren't just Mr. Oddball's designs. At least it would given the show like its own art style. Maybe they thought it was too simple or something, but this just causes way more problems. I didn't mention this in the last one because I didn't care. And seeing how other like little people brought it up, I don't think the public does either. But all the weird characters are supposed to be lab experiments, including James, which is why Lyle Lyle Crocodile exists, why there's human flies and normal flies, and why James's mom is in that lab, and there's a bunch of future lab shit happening.
You just bring some science stuff, dude.
Most of the characters are the product of horrific experiments. Oddballs takes place in Chernobyl.
Look at the first...
Big head James
The way
comes
you laugh
once
is
and
horrifying. That's like scary clown laugh stock 4.
It's like trying to replicate a real style, but it can't really do that because the main character and his parents literally just go against it in every conceivable way. They should have done a Gumball thing where there is no style consistency between characters whatsoever. I feel like that would have made it more like a product from the internet, like a collaboration of ideas in this one place, and Mr. James at the center of it all. Like, what if there was characters inspired by internet bullshit, like shitty 2000 webcomic characters living in peace with Flipnote Studio Do You Like Waffles OCs and like YouTube rant sonas? Doesn't this sound beautiful and exactly how Mount Olympus was described in Greek mythology? Maybe I'm just morphing the show into something it's not because I personally don't like it. At least it's mostly trying to be its own thing. I can't really say it's not, except it kind of looking like the table scraps of every 2010 cartoon. Welcome to Cow Arts, Mr. Squidward. Despite it feeling like it's on season 13 and running out of ideas, all of those ideas are original. Times I plagiarized. Next episode is called Body Swap. I just spent all that time saying this show had original ideas. Nothing can be original. Who cares? Bring them out. I hope this conveyor belt never breaks. Remember when Disney did a whole week where every new episode was just Freaky Friday? Yeah. And then Jesse went to space. One thing I'm noticing is the presence of this man, Mr. McFly. He's in every episode so far. In the second episode, he played a main part, and he does in this one too. I'd say he's having more of a plot impact than fucking Max, and he's like the guy.
You are not the guy.
I just realized that Mr. McFly's in every fucking episode. That's the only character they use.
It's like in Breaking Bad with the Fly when the episode.
Yeah, he's in every episode. The Fly is.
Okay, be honest, Netflix. You just want to make Mr. McFly the show, and honestly, I think you should leave this Fox Goodman clone behind. Reach for those stars. Who even plays Mr. McFly? That's fucking Boondocks Uncle Ruckus.
My test results. Can you hear my heart beating? Oh, the white man science is amazing, ain't it? Oh, no. This can't be. It says I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error. Why, Lord? Why, Lord? Why?
I still kind of like this design, but I don't really like the eye thing going on here, and I think this is very easily solvable.
Just like not have the glasses fit on the actual eyes, and just have those. Hold on, let me make a mock-up. See, look, okay, look, isn't this better? Look, isn't... The big glasses are better, right?
Whatever you say, sweetie.
Maybe not the rest.
This episode is fine, but Flyman is basically carrying it. They do the stupid overused joke where Girl Scouts are like evil gangsters who beat people up. I don't care, James. Go back to the drawing board. Isn't that what you do? Other than, what was it again? Something having to do with chicken nuggets. I don't know. I forgot. Next episode. I do actually like how this show has title cards. I mean, I don't really like any, like, specifically. Maybe this one. But just the presence of them is nice. I'm saying this because look at this one. Now, what's wrong with it? Nothing really. Just this cow thing isn't really a character. It's the joke on the milk carton. It's just a weird thing to make the title card. In the actual episode, James becomes a fake teacher or something. He's trying to get candy back from what the fuck. They really like this goddamn fly. And again, he plays a very important role in this episode. Maybe they do know what the people want.
Kitty, you don't understand. I need to put Mr. McFly in every episode.
They also keep using the Grenda slime character a lot, but weirdly, James's parents haven't showed up at all. Come on, where's James's mom? There's references to her, but she doesn't actually show up.
This is a complete turnoff. It's incredibly misleading.
It is a little different from season 1 in the way it's not that bad, and also they choose to really shove all these characters in. I've neglected this emo pony character this entire time, and I don't actually completely hate this design, but also like, who the fuck is this? Fuck Acorn. All my homies hate Acorn.
That weird lollipop girl in the back is like a. Why is Acorn a character?
Because he's just so.
Okay, Acorn is a C. Whoever the weird bully guy, orange guy is like... Flint Lockwood's dad is like an F. Unicorn is an S.
This episode isn't really that bad. James just pretends to be teacher, and I like how he ends it all at the end. And I like how the principal of Dirt School is just actually the loudspeaker, and I actually love that. Like, that's funny. I like this character idea. And then once they make a good character, this immediately shows up across millions of televisions across America, and the youth is polluted again. This kind of has a Reddit good boy points kids rule the school now thing going on, because that mean old fly teacher took all our candy and now he's eating it. Us kids can't have any fun. I want ice cream for dinner, Mom. Now, I hate that, but I'm used to it now. I can never take when shows talk down to the audience. I guess this makes more sense because it's literally a preschool show. But I could never watch Adventure Time because they did that stupid oh my glob shit. I can't stand fake swears. Just say fuck or don't. Fuck you, Ice Queen. Ice King. Fuck you. And I never figured out why there was a weird gender swap series. What the fuck happens in this show? I like the outro. That's all I know. And then they had a Minecraft episode. Holy shit. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh yeah, back to... Next episode is Moral Report. Oral.
Why so serious?
Max is just like living in James's house, I guess, and oh, what the fuck? Why did they draw him like that? He looks all grown up. It's like an early SpongeBob, or Squidward sometimes looks like a terrifying rotoscoped human. They show the dad, but still no mom. Where's the mom? Where's the mom? You don't know how many funny clips I could use when she shows up. Like this one, or this one.
I wish you were
maybe
real.
this one. Just show the damn mom. That's a weird way of spelling mom. Okay, it's definitely weird now, right? Like, he's in every fucking episode. It was a joke earlier, but now he's genuinely more important than Max. James makes up something about a treasure so he can get an A, and that leads to it's a mad world hijinks. I kind of thought this plot was going somewhere, like a lesson that made sense, but then a pirate cereal mascot just starts walking towards them, and I realize I haven't been happy in a while. Okay, I did laugh one time, and it's because I saw fucking Foodball Joe's character model again. God damn it, just look at him in all his glory. If he doesn't get a speaking role, I might have to step in. I'll do it myself, James. Please hire me. I'll be his little sidekick, Foodball Mo. You know what? Here's my voice reel. I'll be expecting an email anytime soon.
Hey, Football Joe, let's order a pizza. It's on me. The bill's on me.
I actually like the lighting here, and this is a cool shot. I don't care. I'm Oddball's biggest meat rider. Here it is. Put it on a shirt. I like how the pirate fucking throws Max on the floor, but it's revealed that it's the motherfucking fly, so like, holy shit.
Please, we're just children.
Yeah, you're a child. Sure, why not? Next episode is called Mayor Max. Max becomes mayor because the actual mayor of Dirt is just like a dog, because funny.
A dog can't legislate. A dog can't legislate. A dog can't
legislate.
Dear God, it's perfect. This is it. This is the perfect replacement. It has everything. It's absurd. In fact, it's insane. It has a ring to it. A dog can't legislate. Maybe a little less applicable than too old, but it has its own benefit. This is it. As it turns out, a dog can't legislate. No, that just doesn't work. I don't think anything can top it. I don't want to be a sellout and do the same joke over and over. But also, fuck it.
Boy in a band when he sees normal adult women. Too old. James when it's really cold out. Too cold. James when he does something brave. Too bold. James when Mario Mushroom. Too toad. James's favorite ice cream. Rocky Road. And I can sell a t-shirt.
Your service friend of candidate Max, whose name I can't recall.
Didn't we swap bodies and I was controlling your little girl body?
They win the election and I just throw the dog into the fucking free candy van and it drives off. Mr. McFly is the assistant here. God damn it, I can't escape it. Max becomes a dictator. Insert political or 1984 joke here.
Mom telling you to go to sleep instead of watching Oddballs all night.
This episode is actually funnier than the rest. It's probably my favorite, unironically. Until Max isn't evil, there's never any growth in anything. Everyone is right, and when they're wrong, they're faking it. Sounding like a real Play-Doh discussing this Oddballs episode. It ends with Max still being mayor, so like, oh my god. Odd lore. This shit is not normal, odd as fuck. Oh yeah, and Toasty teaser, because that's the next episode. I'm kind of sad about this, and yes, I know I never wanted this to exist, and I could die happy without more Oddballs. But Oddballs was kind of funny just for its mere existence. And it really did help me when I made that first video. Like, think about it. Oddballs made my life better. But in doing so, I have to put it down. And now it's all over. I do not think this is getting a season 3 unless it's already been produced, especially seeing how much Netflix likes its animation. Even weirder, this season is just missing important characters like James's mom.
What are you gonna do, suck me to death?
And no Foodball Joe, despite both these characters getting multiple roles in season 1. Where are the riots? I don't even want another season anyway, because that might just make me have to do work again. I just wanted this one to be better, you know? And by that, I mean my 2 cash cows from the last review are not here, so I just have this goddamn fly teacher to work with. What the hell am I gonna do with the one dead fly? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing! At least we have this toaster, and I can make a joke about throwing it in the bath. Yeah, that'll work. This is the one I'll be remembered for.
Toasty's goodbye.
Toaster is in a big Lex Luthor mech suit, and that toaster is a bad boy. So he destroys the Fortnite Durburger. I don't know what's going on here, but the whole episode feels like a sequel episode to another episode that doesn't exist. It's obviously a continuation of the very first episode, But it feels like there was a middle episode between them. It's very weird. James and Max want to see the toaster, which isn't really consistent with how that episode ended. Also, Toasty is like a teenager now, and he looks like fucking Phineas and Ferb CGI.
Not before I hear James admit I was right.
What? Right about what? To my knowledge, you two really haven't even met. There's not like a bet happening. You came in the episode about fucking Gordon Ramsay in season 1, way after fucking Brave Little Toaster happened. I feel like I missed this season. Also, this episode reminded me Echo is from the future and she's trying to stop like fucking Metal Sonic from taking over. I don't know.
What? No tip. Y'all saw it. He kicked me.
No! You can't have shit in dirt. Can't have shit.
In a way, it's kind of it's funny because Buzz was a fly, but wherever Buzz went, it's not flying anymore because it's right there in the dirt.
Toasty is named Declan now, by the way. I don't know. James, change all the plushie names. Immediately stop. And also, take the Boy in a Band plushie off the store while you're at it. It's still fucking up, and that's hilarious. Sonic Toast gets a bunch of appliances and creates an army. There's so many Brave Little Toaster jokes I could make right now. This one.
What are you gonna do, suck me to death?
Oh my god, I'm so hyped. The Grundagoo, the what? Fucking emo unicorn, and yeah! I would rather swallow a cyanide pill than have someone walk in on me watching this. Echo does this thing, but from where he's standing, the top of the fire hydrant should have fucking launched into James's head. You're a math guy, right, James? You understand my problem with this. They have a finale at the Random Bakery, and James is like about to die. Echo and Max are there, but they just don't want to save him. This is like an actual problem, right? Or am I just like becoming Mr. Enter? I feel like there wouldn't be a problem if it was a joke where they were too preoccupied eating the perfect bread, but they're not. They just won't help. Whatever, Declan becomes good again, and also goes by Toasty again. Motherfucker, the merch is already printed. We're gonna go 3 million in debt. We can't change it back. Max kills Toasty anyway, and then Waffle Maker, and then another time traveler for it's end. And immediately when it was over, Rango was about to autoplay on Netflix, but I said no and continued writing this instead. God damn it, James. I have nothing left except Oddballs. I could say this was like a waste of time. I guess it would be if I wasn't making this. Now, is this video a waste of time? That's a different question. Don't ask that one. Just I don't like it, but there's some attributes I do like Mr. McFly. They need to get you out of this place, put you in a new show. There's one stage of this process that I really do not know how to do well, and that's ending these things. I don't really know how to wrap up everything I just said without just restating things. I would say I want the show to improve, but I really don't care. Just, better luck next time, James. I might be back for season 3 because wowie zowie. And it is fun to make fun of it, but I got other things to do as well.
Wouldn't it be cool if this ended like Big Hero 6, but instead of Stan Lee, it was like James, and James is there?
This is it. Goodbye, James. Goodbye, that one. And goodbye, Mr. McFly. Like a wise man in that one movie said, let the past die.
Kill it if you have to.
No, that's like a little too edgy. Let's just fucking burn it.
We're gathered here today to celebrate James Rowson.
Hey Poppy, hey say, hey white boy. Tell me what you need. What's good? Talk to me, work with me, man. I got everything. And my speed enough will slow down. On the ground, rolling round. Arrest me, I could use the food. Is this an after party or a funeral? I get the two confused. My life goes sort of like yours does, but funny, you're more drunk. An enormous performance with a pointed lawyers. And the kids on the corners all singing the chorus. Hey brother, hey player, hey white boy. Tell me what you need. That's
wander off.